Hello everybody, this is Spartan Robot Guy here. Now, to preface this quick little update, I would like to offer a humble and sincere apology for being absent for such a long time. I actually started my career earlier this year, and I pretty much invested all of my time and energy into making sure I was starting on the right foot, got my foot in the door and made sure everything was going smoothly. So a lot of my hobbies, my personal research, my gaming, fell by the wayside for quite a while. Things are going well, and I think the time is right to start getting back into these videos. Now, to state the obvious, I did restructure the name and the overarching themes of this channel. I feel like a title like Hidden History personifies what I'm trying to tell, the stories I'm trying to tell, better than just my generic kind of cheesy tagline, what I call myself on the internet. So I decided to repurpose that. And Hidden History goes well with what I want to say, the stories I want to tell. You know, the kind of things you don't find in a history textbook, the kind of things you discover when you go out and you explore, the kind of things you discover when you find yourself neck deep in a rabbit hole on the internet. And I suppose that's an effective segue into the big million-dollar question, and that is, what about the content I intend to produce? And I've given that quite a deal of thought. First of all, Unsung Heroes, which is what I started this channel with, it's really grown on me. It's become a bit of a passion project of mine, and I have lots and lots of ideas. I find researching the nature of heroism to be not only very interesting, but quite fulfilling. In this day and age, when people think of the word hero, what often comes to mind is, say, a character like Captain America. These larger-than-life titans who battle evildoers, and they represent these larger-than-life ideals. That's not to say that a character like Steve Rogers is not a hero, because he is. He's the classic hero archetype. But I feel like the true definition of a hero is something much more simple and much more subtle than that. And with Unsung Heroes, with this research and these videos, I would very much like to dissect that and get a feel for what it truly means to be a hero. Other content, I do have ideas for much longer, much more research-intensive, and much deeper topics for, say, longer video essays. I've been toying with the notion of a long web documentary about the American War in Vietnam. I've been toying with exploring the war crimes of various factions during World War II. It's not a particularly pleasant topic, but it's the kind of information that needs to reach a wider audience, just to understand the complexity and the violence of history. I've also toyed with the notion of very, very short content, but I'm not sure how well that would pan out. Say, just like a daily 2-minute trivia video, a couple of interesting facts and maybe a quote or something like that, but given my schedule and given my workload, I'm not sure how well that would pan out. And finally, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I do have a doctor friend that is chomping at the bit to get in front of the camera and tell some of the stories he knows. I will freely admit they're a bit more on the morbid side, but they're also part of history, and they're the kind of thing that I feel people would very much enjoy. So once I have this thing up and running, once I have a good pace going, I think the good doctor is going to step in and do some work for me. I think that's about all she wrote. Those were the big points I wanted to get across. Again, I do apologize for my extended absence. Things are going well for me. I've got a good new look, shopping around for a new place, and things are going well. And I look forward to sharing one of my most singular passions in life with you guys. I hope you enjoy what's to come.